G'day YouTube, it's Shane here once again, and right now I'm at my local library on the balcony, and you hear motorbikes going past. This is the Starbug Owner's Workshop Manual t-shirt from the Red Dwarf franchise. It's a British sci-fi comedy show. If you've never heard of it, please look it up. A lot of people debate between Star Wars and Star Trek as to who's better, but Red Dwarf is in the middle, gluing the both franchises together. And it's one of my favourite TV shows of all time. Not every episode is fantastic, but it is worth looking at. So today is just a very quick relaxation kind of video. That's why I'm wearing a casual t-shirt. I'm unshaven. And I just want to get this video done before the battery goes flat on my phone. But yesterday I had a full-on day. I was up at 6:30 at the Salisbury interchange at 7:15 to catch a train up to Gawler. While I was there waiting for the train, this crazy guy, he was just walking real funny, just everything was just little bit off. And I don't want to cast aspersions regarding mental illness, or I don't know whether it was drugs or whatever it was. He thought he was from outer space, and he just kept staring at me. And I was eating a bit of breakfast, like some beef jerky. He goes, "Oh, eat that while you can, you F-wit." Like, called me the F-wit. And I said, "What is going on?" And then he sort of just kept walking around, and he eventually just walked off. Had no intention of catching the train or anything. The guy was completely off the wall. So anyway, I go up to Gawler. I get there 8:15, and because I thought they had to be there by 8:30 to be picked up by the supervisors and go to Lindock in the Barossa Valley. But what they planned for was the supervisors would be picked up at 8:30 at Lindock, at Gawler to go to Lindock. The rest of the staff would go up to Gawler and then catch the free bus out to Lindock at 9 o'clock. And we got there in time and all that sort of stuff. So thank you for everybody that offered to give me a lift up there and all that sort of stuff. I appreciate that, and I will keep that stuff in mind if ever I need to do anything like that in the future. While I was out there, the shift was fine. There wasn't that many people there. A lot of people complained that it was too hot. They couldn't actually see the football. They're like, you're better off actually just sitting outside and watching like the big screen. In fact, you're probably better off watching the football at home, if you ask me, to be honest. And I'm somebody that works at the Adelaide Oval. But that's my opinion. You'll save so much more money. But while I was out there was a guy up there who was just standing around waiting, staring at me. And I said to the security guard, "Oh, that guy's staring at me." He goes, "Yeah, I'm staring." And the guy heard me. He goes, "Yeah, I'm staring. What's up to you?" Blah, 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 blah. And I said, "Are you coming or going?" Because I had to scan people in with the scanner or scan people out. And he was just standing around blocking traffic. And so he goes, "Oh, calm down, dickhead." And I'm like, "Don't call me a dickhead." "Oh, I can call you whatever I want." And then he sort of just started mumbling like, "What, you want to say you want to start trouble in front of security?" And I had gotten on really well with the security guards by that point. So it just pays to be kind to people. Like, now granted, I shouldn't have reacted to him being whatever, but I just had a morning and I just didn't want to be there. It was hot, and when you get into that situation where you're counting down the hours just so you can leave the shift, that means it's not the ideal kind of job for you. But I'm in grind mode. Then I went from they let us out 10 minutes before like we're supposed to. So I grabbed my bag, I bolted, grabbed the first bus back to Gawler, and then I went into a pub, went to the toilet, came back because the toilets up at Gawler were out of order, and then caught the train from Gawler all the way into the city, and I got into the city about 4 o'clock, and then I started a shift at the Adelaide Oval at 4:45, and I didn't leave the Adelaide Oval 10:15, and then I got home about midnight, and I got home in time just to start listening to my friend's live YouTube video. Oh my god, it's just been flat out. So I am in grind mode. I've got a shift for tomorrow. I've just bought some new work pants because the previous ones are just absolutely covered in paint, and I need to find some tips to be able to get rid of that. But they were old and faded and not really presentable anymore, and they've got a big hole in the knee now and things like that. So that was my day yesterday. Thank you for everybody who watches my stuff and likes my content and stuff like that as well. Big thank you to Rebecca, aka Mums the Witch. She did an outro for me, and not an outro, but like an end card. I think they're called, are they end cards? I can't remember what they're called. Yeah, the ones where I do this and I point to the videos and stuff. So I'll be using that in the future. Maybe not for this video, but for the next one most definitely. But I want to say thank you for everybody who is subscribing, liking my stuff. It's a slow slog at the moment. The previous video I thought would have done a bit better, but when you try to be viral, often it backfires, and I don't get it. And I will talk about, if you haven't seen the previous video, please do so. And it's about the ultimate secret to YouTube success and all this sort of stuff, right? And it's the same stuff that a lot of these grifters on here are promoting and talking about all the time, and nobody seems to question it. But when you watch their videos, right, that are designed to get clicked on, it's all the same information. It's devoid of anything. There's no real substance to it. But real YouTubers will give you that information up front. They will talk about that stuff up front. They don't have to package it. They will just tell you, you need to connect with your audience, right? So that's why you need the attention. The attention in the beginning of the video. But it's not about grabbing someone's attention. It's about, do you connect with them? A lot of the ads on YouTube are annoying because they don't bother to connect with you because they're talking fast. They're trying to get your attention rather than connecting to you, right? So they'll say, don't scroll off, we need to get a message across. And you're just like, no. Tell me what you're trying to tell me up front. And more often than not, because you don't have anything of value to present to me, I lose interest very, very quickly. Very, very quickly, because you're trying to sell me something. And I'm not here to try and sell anybody anything at all. I'm just trying to highlight the stuff that works. Connecting to your audience. You can connect with but it's a random connection. It's not always fixed. I watch a guy in New York. He's a filmmaker. He's an actor. Has multiple talents, right? But he is absolutely brilliant at what he does. He loves cameras and stuff like that. And you talk about aperture and different kinds of cameras and stuff that's way beyond me because I've got zero interest in it. But then halfway through his video, he'll start talking about politics and bits and pieces of stuff that's going on in the world in his country. There's a woman watching this video from Atlanta, Georgia. Hi there, Jay. And we connected, right? And she's promoting my stuff. Every now and again, I'll jump into her lives and she'll talk about me and my channel and stuff like that. Doesn't always lead to subscribers or whatever, but it doesn't matter, right? It's about whether or not you're telling the truth, you have integrity, honesty. And also, another thing I want to add while I'm here, please don't compare yourself to other people. The numbers, the metrics, like you don't know who's bought subscribers, you don't know who's bought views, you don't know who's got bot commenters in their comment section and stuff like that for the algorithms and whatnot. YouTube can be really, really powerful. really, really powerful. You can connect to all sorts of people. Most of my friends in my Facebook friends list are people that I've either met from university, they met businesses, or YouTube. The majority of my friends who are close to me and really good friends, I met first on YouTube years and years and years ago. And if you're watching this, you are probably the people that followed me from my old channel to this one. And then you've got to know me through Facebook, and then continue to be here and stuff like that. You know, the people that offered me a lift up to Gawler, like I was talking about earlier in the video, I met them through YouTube. You know, just slender connections. And there's so much information about wherever you want to be, wherever you want to go, any skill you want to learn. You know, there's all sorts of stuff. You just have to look for it. Stop, reflect. What is it you want to learn today? In the search bar, type something. And for example, I'm trying to work on my own little mini comic book. It doesn't have to be fantastic. I just want to get the one little thing done, and then I can start moving on to bigger things, because I wanted to do comics years and years ago, but I was encountering people within the comic industry that were toxic, and especially the local industry was like really, really bad. And unfortunately, there are grifters and who've worked their way up the ranks. But you know talent. You know you can meet real people with real genuine talent, and who've got a genuine interest in whatever it is that you want to pursue. It's your life, so why not pursue it? Anyway, this is 12 minutes long. My battery's running really flat, and if you've listened this far, please click like, leave a comment, and please consider subscribing if you haven't already. I would like to get this channel monetized before August, because then the viewing hours reset and I've got to start all over again. So what I'm going to do is add the code phrase warning, WARNING. Please leave it in the comments down below, and I'm going to use an end screen and go, please click on these videos here. And I didn't plan that just to be in my head, but yeah, click on these two videos here. They are random. I've got no idea what they are.